about my advocacy. I do it because I fell in love with China at a very early age, reading about China and studying China as a young person. And the reason, besides defending my country and wanting to make sure that I was a patriot and serve my country in my 20s in the Navy as a naval officer, the reason I wanted to go to the Pacific is I wanted to make sure I got a chance to go see all the battlefields of the Pacific War and to basically sail with the 7th Fleet, which was always a goal of mine, which was the great military entity, the 7th Fleet of the Pacific Fleet, that basically freed the people in Asia from the Imperial Japanese. But it was also a goal to eventually get to China. And, the day I arrived in Hong Kong is one of the most memorable days of my life. I instantly fell in love with Hong Kong and the Chinese people. And then later I was able to go to Shanghai and essentially kind of live there on and off for a couple of years, in and out doing business. I fell in love with Shanghai, and I'm never fallen in love with Beijing. It's a little too much like Washington, D.C. But I just have a great love of fondness for the Chinese people. There's some of the noblest, hardworking, sense of humor people in the world. And what has shocked me from the beginning is they're the last great civilization that's not free. And it's stunning to me in the 21st century, particularly, the argument is, oh, well, the Chinese are like children. They need a strong hand. They need a strong parent. And that's why the Chinese Communist Party is there. And all the business in the world agrees with it. And I go, have you ever looked at Hong Kong or Taiwan? Or have you ever looked at the overseas Chinese in Singapore or in Southeast Asia or in Europe or the United States? I said, these are hardworking people. They're great citizens. They're law-abiding. Mm-hmm. They're family-oriented. They're very patriotic. Wherever they end up, they're very patriotic to their country. They're perfect citizens. I said, they could think of what China would be like if you had the same freedoms Taiwan had. You had the same freedoms Hong Kong had. You had the freedoms Singapore or anywhere in Southeast Asia, Australia, the United States, or Europe. It would be a world-class power that wouldn't be built on slave labor in concentration camps and run by a bunch of criminals, which is so obvious they're criminals. They know they're criminals. And the great shame, when time looks back here, we're all going to look great because we defended a great people in their search for freedom. The people that partnered with the dictators, the Wall Street people and the people in Silicon Valley, and now the people run around saying, oh, you can't get into this trade war because it's going to raise prices X amount. All those people are going to be looked at in history just like the people that funded Hitler in the 1930s and funded the Bolsheviks. Right? So we're on the right side. We're on the side of right. We're on the side of the angels. We're on the side of the righteous here. And our fight to assist, we can't free the Chinese people. Only Lao Baijing can free the Chinese people. And anybody that supports that effort is going to get rewarded in heaven. Right? Because God, I know, looks down and says, hey, the Chinese people are, and this is why Christianity and Catholicism the underground churches are on fire. Because the Lao Baijing has a great heart and a great soul. And they understand, just like Eastern Europe under the Bolsheviks and the Germans under the Nazis, that these totalitarian dictatorships are atheistic and they want to warp you spiritually. And the Chinese people are fighting back every day in horrible conditions, in dangerous conditions. And that's why it's so ennobling to be even part of this, a small part of it.